and a saw and a board and I'll cut it. I'll climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it. Well, we worked so hard to build a little house together. In the snow or the rain or the ice cold wind, whenever. No matter what the weather, we're together. Let me have a rule and a saw and a board and I'll cut. Climb up a ladder with a hammer and a nail and I'll nail it. Well, we worked so hard to build.
I go on. Cruel, cruel world, I'm moving on. I've been living too fast, I've been living too wrong. Cruel, cruel world, I'm gone. This big old world sure got me running round. Heard a voice, it told me settle down. With the moonlight as my guide and this feeling deep inside, I know now that I'm homeward bound. As I wander through the pines, the whisperings they tell of the many before me who tried and fell, seeking fortune and ways to get to glory days, looking for a place in this old world. Cruel, cruel world, must I go on? Cruel, cruel world, I'm moving on. I've been living too fast, I've been living too wrong. Cruel, cruel world, I'm gone. Take it away. Desert road, desert plain, I have seen so much pain. Now I see into the eyes of a girl. No more cruel world. On a dusty trail I saw a vapor light. Was it mirage? Don't know, but it seemed right. I felt mission, I felt trust. I knew then that I must go to her, away from this cruel world. Cruel, cruel world, must I go on?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you are having a good start to your week. I know a lot of us just got back from vacations or visiting family. If you're in the States for Thanksgiving, if you're not in the States, then you didn't have to deal with any of that crap. But either way, I'm glad you're here. Hopefully you're feeling good. I know I am. I mean, I am tired. I'll say that. Tired and a little shaggy. The hair is quite shaggy. I need to go get it sheared. That's on my to-do list this week. Because I feel like I get a haircut. I feel like, oh, that looks good. I'm good. I'm happy. And then in the span of a blink of an eye, like 10 minutes later, I have this helmet of hair. What are you going to do? I don't see family 365 days of the year. It's amazing. Show off. Show off. Show off. How is everybody doing, though? Everybody rocking and rolling? Everybody feeling good? Let's see. Yeah, non-sweaty exposure. Yeah, buckle up, Thomas. We're going to try it. I've never been, like, obsessed with Warhammer, not because I don't find it interesting, but because if you have no experience with this, Warhammer is one of the most expansive fantasy, sci-fi, steampunky worlds in existence, and it is very intimidating to get into. There is so much here in terms of lore, so much in terms of everything. It's honestly kind of crazy. It's good because it means that you'll never run out of stuff to investigate, but it's good. I'm no Henry Cavill. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Imperium, by the way. The alert will go off at some point when it feels like it. We did this. There it goes. We did the chat box where I just copy and paste the YouTube pop-up chat link, and it works fine. But the alerts are still really sluggish. I don't know what the deal is, but it's been a thing since we swapped over here from Twitch. What are you gonna do? But yeah, there's so much lore to delve into. It's pretty meaty, and I find that appealing. But it's also like what I do for a living does not really cater to that type of content, because if I get super into one game, it will actively affect my ability to cover other things, you know? So I'm kind of scared to get into it. But either way, the games by themselves kind of span from sometimes RTS style games, and then this one is much more in line with Vermintide, if you tried that, where it leans into the lore of Warhammer, but is leaning definitely into the more just like hack and slash, pure gore craziness, and that's what you're gonna see in this one. I'm waiting for this channel to turn into a FNAF lore channel. It's only a matter of time, really. It's only a matter of time. Is game or no, not Game Theory. It's a Game Theory. Are they still doing FNAF stuff? I guess I could look it up. Breath spray. Always have to have it. No, I did not have green beans today, for the record. Sorry to disappoint you all. Let's see. The Game Awards. No, not the Game Awards. The Game Theory. What am I even doing? Told you I'm tired. Well, the number one most searched thing is FNAF lore. And you search game theorists 1 day ago. FNAF. Wow. Dude, he's got to get bored with this stuff, right? Like, surely he's got to be so bored of this. What are the most recent, like, uploads? FNAF, okay. FNAF was 3 weeks ago, another FNAF. I don't even understand half of these. Dream. All I heard about Dream was that he cheated Minecraft speedruns. That's all I know about Dream, but apparently he's a big deal. I feel like such a boomer. I don't recognize like any of this stuff. I don't know what any of this is about. Cooking Companions DLC. Okay, a Stray theory. That's interesting. More FNAF. Okay. I guess, you know what? I'm too old now. I'm too old. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I don't know, man. I'm just not. It's not for me, I guess. I'm old. I'm an old geezer. Let's see. I legit have zero knowledge of Warhammer other than one, Henry paints the figures, and two, there's a store in my local town for Warhammer stuff. Yeah, so my understanding, and if there's any like hardcore Warhammer fans, I would like to hear from you. But my understanding is that one of the most popular ways of enjoying Warhammer is by doing the like figurine painting thing. Figurines, and it's like a gigantic board game effectively where you buy these little figurines and then you paint them. And I guess we could probably just do this. Yeah. So you buy these little figurines, you paint them, and then you fight whole battles with them. And so, yeah, they show up like this, and then you paint them into something custom. And it's apparently super fun, and you can build out your whole armies. This is what Henry Cavill does. He buys and he collects the figurines and builds his army out. If you go to those Warhammer stores, my understanding is that they have tons of, figurines for you to buy. I also understand that it's extremely expensive to really get into it. This figurine is like $40 or $20. And I think it's just one general or one soldier. Yeah, look at this. Dude, I'm so bad with like the fine detail in painting. I don't think I'd ever be able to get into this. Yeah, pleb, pro. Dude, all my stuff would look plebeian. This looks really good for a pleb. What are you talking about? Like, I could not do anything near this good. I don't know, man. I would never be able to do something like this. So like my desire would be to like, can I just buy them pre-painted? I know that's like a huge part of it, but I'm so bad at painting. I just want to admit it and accept it. Army. Maybe. This is like a whole little army. 2.8 pounds. I don't know, man. I don't understand it. I do understand. I'm just not talented enough to do it. Like, look at that. That's just freaking cool. But you get all these figurines, and then you can have massive battles with each other. My Little Pony themed Warhammer 40k set. Wow. That's amazing. Well, I mean, they win. They won Warhammer. Nobody could ever live up to that. That's amazing. That's an instant buy. How much do they want for it? How much do they want for? Oh, it's not listed anymore. Of course, somebody did buy it, I'm sure. $1,800. But I mean, look at this detail. You're not getting that detail just anywhere. It's like, honestly, actually pretty impressive. They got the flowers on it. Dude, it's like pretty impressive, actually. Props. But yeah, I mean, it sounds really fun. And so I could see getting really into this. But my understanding is that you, like, in order to get through it. Oh, Warhammer Fantasy? Okay, Warhammer Fantasy. Oh yeah, like, see, this is, people go hard with this. So they get the whole battlefield set up, and yeah, these battles with people. It like, people go hard. People go hard with Warhammer. And I could see this being super fun, especially if you've got a couple of close friends who are really into it, and you just like, you go crazy. I could see getting really into it as well. But I do think you have to have a couple of friends that are just as into it with you. Warhammer funktioniert Das Eigenlicht. Eigenlicht. I don't know. I don't speak German. That's probably something super foul. Black Powder Waterloo set. That's just figurines. Kings of War. I mean, this thing's just crazy. I don't know. So I've never gotten super into it, but I see the appeal. I see the appeal, you know? I'm scared of what would happen if I got into it. But I do think it is something you have to ease yourself into, because if you start buying like a whole army of just those gray figurines, then you're like, okay, I have to paint all of these. One of those little figurines is going to take you a couple of hours. Like, this is one of those things where you like, it's a collection that you handcrafted, hand painted. So they're like very precious to you. You hold these things very near and dear. You don't just like casually toss them around. But that also makes it like extra cool, because it's not just a copy of Monopoly you bought at the thrift store. It's like, no, this is your army that you crafted, you know? Warhammer 2 introduced me to the franchise, so I'm a little biased towards Warhammer Fantasy. See, that's the thing. I don't even know. Like, I know there's Warhammer 40k. I know there's Warhammer, like the fantasy stuff. I don't know how it breaks down all the different genres. It's just so massive. I don't even know where to begin, you know? They're not action figures. They're collectibles. Okay. Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. I have a friend who buys a bunch of little like figurines from Japan, and I always make fun of them, being like, hey, you got more dolls? They're not dolls. They're collectibles. Like, they're dolls. Maybe collectible dolls, but they're dolls. Meanwhile, I'm in here buying like weird statuettes from video games. I cannot say anything. Different universe, same franchise. Okay, alternative universe. Warhammer has more father figures than me. I think than most of us. Let's be perfectly honest. I mean, it's good. You'll never run out. So that's good. My girlfriend who goes to a different school buys them for me. Let's see. That's... Hold on. Please hold. Please hold. Dude, I think my mouse is going because it keeps skipping across the screen. Like, you know, if you moved your mouse in a big circle, it should look smooth. My mouse, like, every quarter of the way around, it staggers for just a little, just stutters a little bit, and drives me crazy. But I think it's going out. I used to have the problem with having, like, when I had too many wireless devices nearby, it would cause like cross chatter and it would make all sorts of problems. But now I think it's just going out because I've taken care of all that other stuff. The coolest thing I've ever done is attend the London premieres of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, where I got signatures from the loves of my life, Leo DiCaprio and Margot Robbie. Oh, that's baller. That's pretty fun. That's cool. Peter is playing Ghost of Tsushima based on because of your review while watching you live. Oh, awesome. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I love that game dearly. And I didn't at first. Really did not. But I think it's because I'm a frame rate snob. Which is funny, because now I'm like actively one of the few people that's saying, no, I don't think a game is an instant pass because it doesn't get above like 30 FPS. That was one of the most mind-numbingly stupid things people said about Gotham Knights. I'm like, Gotham Knights is a terrible game for a lot of reasons. Don't dismiss it because of the frame rate lock at 30, though. Like, sure, it's one more nail in the coffin, but the game is dead well before that, you know? Like, the game, even if it ran at 60, which I can get it running at 60 on my stuff, it still sucks. It's like, don't put your eggs in that basket. Don't put your eggs in the 30 FPS basket, because then the second somebody gets it running at 60, they're like, okay, so it's good now, right? No. You got to discuss why it sucks well before then, you know? That's how it works.
It is the 41st millennium.
Little exposition for you all.
For 10,000 years, the Imperium has dominated the galaxy.
This is what my internal monologue sounds like. It's time
There is
to get
only
a
war.
sandwich. I am hungry.
Every human soul, from the most highborn lord to the most basic servitor, is dedicated to the service of the God Emperor of mankind. The Imperium's battle fleets and armies, from the conscripted soldiers of the Astra Militarum to the elite space marines of the Adeptus Astartes, keep humanity safe from alien threats and cosmic horrors beyond imagining. But there is another war. It is the one in which I serve.
Again, commence for translation.
What's happening? I don't know. But
Our war is not one of battlefields and fleet engagements. It is waged by the dedicated agents of the Imperial Inquisition. It is fought in the cities and hives of the Imperium. In the back
it's like, this is
streets
cool.
and the forgotten sublevels. In hive cities like Tertium.
We are surrounded! Don't get overrun! Prove me so!
For if the Inquisition fails, if we fail, the Imperium falls with us.
It's pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I love the world building. Like that's the main thing. So last night in preparation for this stream, I went through the tutorial on the Steam Deck. I also just wanted to see how it runs on the Steam Deck. It runs at a solid, clean 13 frames a second on the Steam Deck. Very playable. It's like, it's pretty rough. Like actually 13 is like in the worst of the worst. It probably plays around like 24 to 25 on the regular. And after that, like, you know, it's not the worst thing ever. Like you can probably play it on the Steam Deck, but on it's definitely not where you should be playing most of it. 13 frames is like PowerPoint. Yeah, for real. Chaplinator and Cinemaphilia. Yeah, no, it's a moving picture. It's not even a movie. It's just, it's like, no, it's more of a picture that moves. It's not really a movie. I do remember, did you guys watch those BuzzFeed Unsolved videos back in like 2016, 17? They were huge. They were like one of the biggest things on the internet. And they were doing the episode on the guy, Louis something, who was the original creator of the cinema camera and film camera. And they pointed out like how weird of a term is movie. Like, oh, it's a picture that moves. We'll call it a movie. It's like calling shoes footies, or like shirts body-ease, or gloves handies. Like it's so stupid. But oh, I love songs, but you don't call them songs. You call them like soundies. You know, just it's so stupid. But what are you gonna do? So I'm primarily familiar with this on controller, but we're gonna see how it goes on mouse and keyboard. I'm also going to pin our performance stats in the bottom right-hand corner so that you guys can see where we're at. If you want to see my full PC stats, I do have those listed in the kit in the link tree below. Oh yeah, I can. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to like the stream. So wait, this is with DLSS on. We're actually running this low with DLSS on. I do have ray tracing on. Okay, what if I just set it to high? How will it run? And I turn off ray tracing. Okay. Way better. I don't have my 4090 yet, so we're gonna just roll with this. It's running, I think, better than it was. I think it's running better than during the beta. This is cool. Ooh. So I'm glad to see it's improved. To be clear, everybody, so this is the basically like the pre-order beta. So you get access to this if you pre-order the game. I don't think you need to pre-order the game. That's kind of why we're here doing this now. But if you technically wanted to do this yourself, you could. It's just up to you. But we're going to try it. Darktide is a co-op game. We're going to go in and try some random pairings and see how that works. This big guy's funny. He's got a mustache. Love it. In the beta, I tried playing as one of the big boys. He was fine, but he didn't feel like he had enough abilities that really justified his size, you know? I don't know. Even with the 3080, you would hope day one patch will fix the performance. Oh, for sure. The 4090 Undead is very good. You can ask Imperium. But the downside is that some of them have been melting because they require like a power. Hold on. I'm trying to learn the controls on mouse and keyboard, even though I play on controller. Dude. Okay, that was insane. But yeah, so they require like a 16-pin adapter, and that 16-pin adapter, for some people, if it's not plugged in properly, melts, which is kind of insane. But it is apparently a big enough problem that a lot of people have avoided playing the game or avoided buying it. I didn't mean to use that. Damn it. Like, I'm waiting on mine, and they don't want to send it because they're not comfortable with providing a 4090 that might melt. And I'm like, I get it, but I also, like, can I please have it? Like, I understand, but... Oh, God almighty. Okay, I have not tried this on mouse and keyboard. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm learning. He just gets in there. He goes for it. Oh, I thought it was just the card itself melting. Wait for the new card would kill me. Yeah, my understanding is it's just like the power connector going into the card occasionally runs into problems. That's me understanding. Honestly, this is feeling better than the beta did, for sure. I do think it's smoother. But I think in the beta I was trying to run with ray tracing a lot more. It is just really annoying that after all this time, it feels like one of the staple features in graphical improvement of the last, like, 5 years has been ray tracing, and you need a really you need a $5,000 computer to really make the most of ray tracing, which is crazy. Ooh, thank you, Undead Fish Cake. Appreciate you. Thank you. This week we are doing some members only streams, by the way, everybody. So if you want to come into those members only streams where we'll play like, I don't know if we'll play Warzone or just like Jackbox or something like that, but we're going to be doing some stuff members only, which is going to be fun. A little more intimate. And you guys know how I like my intimacy. What was it? How did I charge it up on?
Whatever comes next, you'll do better as a group.
I don't know.
Snary loyalist.
The cable burning doesn't affect the socket. I'm sure it does.
I think it's time to kill you.
I keep doing that. I'm sure it does. Like, if that ever happened to you, yeah, I'm sure your graphics card, the PC itself, all of that is probably screwed. And you're gonna have a bad time. But I don't know. NVIDIA put out a post. I think we talked about it on Wednesday, where they tried to say basically the only thing we've been able to confirm in every instance was that the cables weren't plugged in all the way. And that I would buy. Like, it's not that easy, believe it or not, to just melt major computer components that are like voltage controlled and all that. Already got this one. Already got it. Okay. No, I haven't decided which day we will do it specifically. And I do think we'll shake it up, and so maybe we'll do it in the evening just to give people a chance to come out at a different time. But we shall see. I'll be looking back at the numbers for like this stream and the last couple weeks of streams to see what looks best. Oop. Good job tossing it. See what I mean? It's just like pure chaos. Ventilation system. Ooh, Zero's hurting. Goodness. Yeah, Imperium, I can do that. Oh, we haven't turned that one? Okay. Come on, guys. Oh, did he die? No, he's about to... What does that mean? Does anyone know what that means? Oh, maybe he was the last one. So undead, it will get there. It's just early on in these levels, you want to make sure to use melee more and more and not rely too much on your main weapons, because ammo will start to get really scarce really quickly, so you want to stock up if you can. That's at least what I learned from the beta. On the harder difficulties, it's like you do not use your guns for the first 10 minutes of the mission.
My beloved says this war will never end. It will only change form.
My beloved. That guy's annoying. In your Gotham Knights video, you said you wish it wasn't designed as a co-op game so there would be more interactivity, but they could have done this, done it like this game, just have bots. Yeah, no, exactly. I think they could have, if they had introduced, or if they built the missions around multiple people. I do think that would have made it better. Because it's just annoying that like the whole thing is built around you playing with multiple characters, and then yeah, it's like none of the missions are calibrated for that at all. So instead you just have to go through the missions like you would if it was a single player game, but also pretending as though it's not that. It's just, it really does feel like a game that was supposed to be 5 different things throughout its development, and then they just said screw it and stitched it together. Okay, if you guys aren't going to take all this stuff, I'll take it. Good catch, good catch.
Slain, beloved, like you wanted.
I've lived in worse.
Crunch.
Grenade!
It's just satisfying.
Mine. We're going
GTA style story? Yeah, I agree. It was just frustrating because it felt like there were a dozen ways that they could have done that way better. It's Babe and Baby. Hello, babe. How is you and how is baby? Oh yeah. This is one of those live games, so I can't pause it. How are you? You been playing?
Really hard.
Oh yeah.
He'll go all the way across the house and then look at me and then growl and charge me
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's got to keep you on your toes.
like a dinosaur.
He's one of those guys. Well, so yesterday, everybody, we had like a 5-6 hour drive. It was not great. He did very good though. He was a very good boy. Not easy for a little man to sit through that much. Like, we took him out, we stopped at a Starbucks, like we played and ran around. But it's just a long drive for anybody. So today he's been able to just run around and play, and he's been loving it. Oh.
Remember, don't eat muses.
Driving me crazy, Lucky. Yeah?
Oh, he's on the other side.
I think
Hi.
there's something appalling in here.
What are you doing? Quack. Quack, quack. He walks around and says quack. Ugh.
I think the boss forgot to tell
Oh,
us.
yeah?
No? Haha! Med station.
He's so helpful.
Oh, Lucky.
Looks like the demon doesn't want you here. Destroy the demonic grubs to align the bridge.
His newest thing is that he does like to clean stuff. Oh, I can't do that. Oh God.
I got this boss.
No, it's not. When you couldn't move, it was. Don't bonk your mother. Don't bonk your mother.
Alright, let's go bye-bye.
Let you have fun. Bye-bye. He goes bye-bye. Drive safe. Lay out. He is a force of nature. A force of nature, I tell you. Put him to work. Oh, God. I don't think my thing has that range. Hit the eyeball. Dude. Yeah, honestly, the Vermintide devs were like the perfect team for this.
Come on, come on. Destroy those demonic grubs.
Dream is not for you!
Punch the eye.
Okay, you need to reach the heart of the complex.
Groovy. Yeah, optimization is a major issue, especially if you try to play on with any ray tracing. It's pretty rough, which sucks because this game was shown off as like one of the staples of ray tracing from this year, you know? Like this was the game for ray tracing. Oh God. Dude.
The demon's retreating. Cut that signal.
Ow. Oh, he got me. I thought it was a sniper getting me.
You are diligent.
Was not. Thank you, sir. So you really don't want to do that. Like, obviously I came back with more health, so it might be like, oh, well, so that's a strat. Just die, and then you come back with more health. On higher difficulties, like, you're not allowed to recover. You might not be allowed to come back, full stop, period. It greatly reduces payouts of XP and currency, so it's not like something you casually do. Dying sucks in this. Dude, these snipers also suck. Who? Dude, I am getting messed up. Bad. Oh, God. They just come out of nowhere so quick, dude. Hold your ground. This is gonna be fun. Oh, the game audio dropped out? Oh, that's weird. Run! That'll do. So that's the easiest level. And it can get really freaking hard really quick. Oh. No, I'm not sponsored to play it, Undead. At least not right now. Oh, by the way, I did something, guys. I did a thing. I was like, what would be a fun game to go back and try again? Ride to Hell Retribution. Oh, no freaking way. Right as I swapped cameras, the game crashed. And no, it wasn't because I switched cameras. This is on the streaming PC. So all that you're seeing on screen is through a capture card. It has nothing to do with me swapping scenes. So, yeah, the game just crashed. I'm glad it crashed then instead of right before the mission. Additional info. What happened at the time of the crash? I became very sad at the time of the crash. I don't want that. Okay, well, I guess we will try it again. Oops. But yeah, I bought a 360 copy of Ride to Hell Retribution, and we're going to try to play it through backwards compatibility through the Xbox. We'll see how it goes. It's not available on Steam anymore. You can't buy it through those avenues. You might be able to, like, maybe you could pirate it. I have no idea. But they took it off of sale on like every major store. You can't buy it anywhere. So the only place to get it is like secondhand stores. So I found it on eBay. Somebody was selling an old copy that used to be in a library, which just the idea that you would have been able to check out Ride to Hell Retribution at a library is really funny to me. Why would anybody want to play Ride to Hell? For your entertainment. That is the only reason. Have you played the Total War games? If you want a proper, good historical strategy game, a nice introduction to Warhammer Fantasy, they're really good. Yeah, I love the Total War games. My first one ever, I think, was Total War Attila. If I remember correctly. I think that was my first one. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Okay, let me keep my progress. But damn, that sucks. I mean, to have crashes like that is rough. I mean, that's an oopsie. It's bad. Yeah, it crashed because I summoned the ghost of Ride to Hell Retribution, probably. I think they need more time to fine-tune, balance it too. The trappers particularly have no sound cues, but there's more that needs work. Yeah, it definitely needs some tweaking. I think that there's fun to be had here, but it does feel like one of those games that as they get more and more players in and as they get a lot more like open feedback, they'll be able to fine tune it. This is just one of those games that I'm sure with a dev team of 100 or 200, it's got to be very difficult to balance. Trust level 4, okay. Acquire requisite opposite. Okay. So these are the different weapons we can unlock. Shredder auto pistol. Infantry lasgun. 102, 108, 111. Acquire.
Will there be anything else?
No. Acquire weapon cosmetics. Oh, geez, dude. Some of these things. That is 35,000? What? Okay, I don't get it. Okay, question now. Can you buy... Does anyone in chat know if you can buy the in-game currency? Or at least at launch, if you'll be able to? Because that would be an L. Especially considering how pricey some of this stuff is. Curios. Okay, so there is a lot of customization. We just have to get there. Hey, look, have you seen Callisto Protocol? You're gonna play it? I think it looks good. Yes, I am gonna play it. I am working on trying to get a review code. We'll see. Power Matrix 3600. Okay, so this one's going to be a marked step up in difficulty. It's gonna be pure pain. And I am underleveled, so you guys are about to see me get smashed. Did I pick up any games during the Steam sales? What was it? Jedi Fallen Order. I did get that for Steam. I have it through like Game Pass and EA Play and stuff, but I wanted it for Steam Deck as well. So I got it there. I think it was like $6 or something. It was very cheap. So I've thought of doing another video on that, or a big critique on that, because they're probably going to announce the sequel at the Game Awards. From what I've heard and been told, which would be fun. So I got that. I don't think I got any others. I was going to get Ni no Kuni too, and then I was like, you know what? Even if I buy it, I'm never going to play it. Let's be completely honest. It's just never going to happen. Well, like, it was announced, but I mean like a full-on like release date reveal thing. You're right. I misspoke. You're right. It was announced with that little cinematic thing they did, but
you're heading over to Metal Fab 36. Heretics have somehow disabled the cooling system for the power matrix. We can't win,
because I don't think we have a release date.
So that coolant has to start flowing again. Fight your way to the control room. Unlock the cryonic rods and get the system under control.
Oh, I played this one in the beta. We'll see if they balanced it, because in the beta, this mission was very, very broken at the end of it. You would be fine, and then you get slapped. Bots. I'm playing with 3 bots. Great.
It's so hot. It feels like it's squeezing me tight.
Metal Fab 36 has a reputation for stifling heat even when the coolant's flowing.
Oh, so this is a weapons factory? Well, I call dibs on any decent guns lying around.
You're not here to mingle. Keep moving.
Black Mesa, Half-Life 2, Portal 2, Ghostwire Tokyo, and Evil Within. Is it still going on right now? I guess I could look back. I think it's probably over by now. I think yesterday was the last day, but... Dude, what are they... Oh, they just came in. Real players. Social. Yeah, see, okay, we have one level 1. I don't know, man, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, tight, thank you. Appreciate you. Oh, come off it. I dodged right off the cliff. Come on.
Rage has slain!
I can already tell from their damage numbers, this is gonna suck. Big boy.
We're going the right way.
November 29th, 10 a.m. Okay. Maybe we'll check that out here in a minute. See if there's anything that we need to get. Because I'll be real, like, where I was, there was 0 reception, so I couldn't really like sift through all the lists as much as I wanted to. Oh god.
It's up for you! Keep it up! They're coming closer! Reloading!
Boom boom.
Oh, grenade!
Ammo! Go, that's a switch!
Nice.
Companions, I am dreaming this, aren't I? It's not one of you dreaming me.
Mouth is open, Psyker. Should be closed.
Who's out there?
These guys suck.
A horde! Send him to hell!
They're in cover. We'll have to get closer.
Red Gunner!
Big boy.
On the sighting!
Fight me!
Hello everyone. Many bad guys. Oh, we got. I got.
Psyker! Get up! Really? I shall smite you!
Bomber! I think the bomber's dead, beloved.
Sometimes I wonder if humans have souls.
My beloved says they do have souls, and so do lots of other creatures that you don't like.
Conveyance power's down. They will still meet in the Overseer's office.
Not good. Bad. Very bad. Very bad. Running away. Okay.
No more corpse flavor! Got the train! 2077! Stop shooting me, Sparky!
Not trying to shoot you. You just keep walking in front of me, dude. Bruh. Jeez, dude. Just appeared. Out of nowhere. Yeah, I need to do it. Oh yeah, so sweet, so good. Oh, big boy. I hear a big boy. Oh boy. Oh God. Not me.
Oh, this fighting thing won't die! Strike the head! Scatter it!
Dude, he likes me so much.
Trying to do! Take it in!
Goodness. Would not leave me alone. I'm his favorite.
My dream is better with heretics to shoot. It's soothing.
Damn, dude. Oh no, I'm dead.
Get it off me!
Oh God. Ouchie. So I'm dead. I can be raised, I think. Yeah, I can. So if I die again, I'll go to like, they'll capture me.
No, beloved, I don't think anyone's coming.
Oh golly.
Meet him head on!
Totally planned. Very scripted. Cooling control, maybe 17.
My weapon is empty!
Dude, there's so many. I can't move.
Oh, joyous day! The trapper's dead.
Okay. I did something. I helped someone. Okay. Big boy.
What is that thing, beloved?
I need to start meleeing more. I don't have the ammo for this. We were already here, guys. Control. Back out this way. We just went in a big circle. There we go. Read the signs. Control. I can read. Is that me getting sweaty?
A grenade! Oh. Grenade?
Oh.
Precision fire underway! Burster gonna blow! Patty's dead!
Well timed.
So many levers and
Chaos
switches.
Hound!
I pull one.
Coming through! Praise judgment, Hellhound! Battle's going to blow! It's down! One sticker armor! Baby drive head,
Ain't rightly sure
Dude,
that's
Zach
a good
went
idea.
flying.
Yes! Agree!
Die for my beloved! I don't think Grendel's entirely focused on Atoma.
Biggest boss knows best. Waste no more time in questions. Our duty is clear. Attacking! Engaging! Charging! You have been charged! Who has need of a grenade? Grenade!
Oh golly. Oh lordy.
Nine!
We're getting there. So up in here, yeah, this is the final area. And it's about to get real sucky because it gets very difficult very quickly.
Heading back! Look at that drop. No turning back.
Yeah, throw it down, dude.
Medipack down!
So because I've died so much, I guess I can't get my health above that level. That sucks. This is going to be very difficult. job, good job, good job.
Data interrogation rate acceptable.
Oh, God. I got slapped out of there. I'm gonna rewind the VOD because I went like from up and kind of slapping around to dead in like a split second. So now I'm just kept down here. They can rescue me again. But that was crazy, man. It happened so quick.
I'll get you out, right?
You are so very kind. That ammunition's mine, please. Oh, so much better. The trapper's dead!
Can you not even manage a simple task? Try again.
We're doing it. We're getting there.
Praise be! A healing station!
Reloading!
See what I mean with it gets crazy? Come on.
Completion imminent.
Can't make some boys. Got that big beauty.
Nice.
That's the cryonic rods ready to go. Better get down there and put them to work.
Yeah, you can tell it's Vermintide. Just Warhammer.
Your faith is lacking. Look to Sister Zola to guide you.
Aye! Have you no one as devout as they come? Always have been. Actually, my beloved would much rather you all strive for happiness instead of bowing and scraping all the time.
Turn this way.
Come on.
Give me strength.
Also, lesson learned, you can't jump over this railing. I did that in the beta and I
The
died.
swift end is all the
Sucks.
mercy these heretics deserve. Sometimes I like to make it slow. I am your judgment!
We go down here, we're not coming back.
True that.
Ammo!
Who saw ammo? Is it gone? Yeah, it's all gone. Damn it. My own damn fault. I used too much.
That's unfortunate. Here, catch this!
Die, Ranger!
Major eliminated! Ready and kill shots! So much for all that brawn!
My crash!
I think we might be okay. We might make it. Famous last words, right? But I think we will.
Beneficent Emperor, guide my hand.
Fragging important for all this fuss.
Get to the chopper. Oh, Henry's definitely playing this. Yeah, this one sucks. It's very important we stick together on this one.
Got a med station.
You'll have to haul the inquiry rods into position the hard way.
Glad you're on my side, Roughneck. That's why you don't trust me.
Okay, so with this, the big boys are the ones you usually want picking it up because they can move a lot faster while carrying them. Dude!
Get the rod into the coolant duct.
Shooting the wrong guys, I got him.
Goodness. Sky almost died there. That was close.
Oh, I should reload.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Have I played Yakuza? No, I haven't. Not because I don't want to. It's honestly just because they're so massive. I just don't have the time. But I'd like to. I've heard only great things.
Yes, beloved. They're charging.
Mercy comes for you, Buster.
Good job on the health pack. That's what we needed. That health pack might actually save this whole, like, this whole mission for real.
I don't want to do this! Grenade up!
Okay. We can do this.
That tech priest in odd sort, ain't she? Her thoughts are like the grinding of gears. I wonder what would happen if I stopped them.
So long as she serves the Emperor, I care not for her eccentricities.
Berserker! Not so angry now!
Whack, 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 whack.
Good work. Let's get you back here.
Secure the power matrix.
We're going, and I just got used to the warmth. Big on for my tree.
So many.
It's so gorgeous.
Oh no, not like this.
Jump the bomber.
I almost tanked the whole team. Oh, that would have been kind of funny. Not terrible. Okay, let's see if it crashes again. Oh. No way. It crashed again. Dude. That's rough. Literally every time we've finished a mission, it crashes. Wow. Vermintide or Darktide? Like honestly, I'm having like good fun with Darktide. I like the environment design in Darktide a lot more than Vermintide. Vermintide's levels are also much more narrow, whereas these are very open. But I've played more Vermintide at this point than I have Darktide, so I'm not sure yet. But so far I'm liking Darktide, I think, more. But I also like the guns, and I like the style, the theme a little better. So 2 missions in, 2 crashes. That's an oopsie. That's an oopsie. Yeah, that's an oopsie. I will get something. So tight. Last time that happened, we did still get credit for the mission. Because it crashes after the mission registers and when it's showing you the rewards, but it's still crashing, which is annoying because the load times are a little slow. So, you know, what are you going to do? In the meantime, I mentioned that we would look at this. Why don't we take a minute and look at the Steam sale? Because I have not actually seen this. Let me, hold on. I'm going to do this. Steam's autumn sale. Okay. And then I'm gonna change the thumbnail just to this, save, voila. Okay, let's see. So Darktide, you'll see if you look on Steam, basically, if you pre-order it, you'll get access to it now. You'll get access to the pre-order beta. So if you pre-order, you get it. If not, you'll just wait till the 30th. But at this point, they've been so transparent with like reviews, with of course, anybody who's pre-ordered it can try it early. So there's tons of people streaming it. So you know what you're getting at this point. So it's there. To start, let's look at Great on Deck. Steam Deck compatibility maximized. 42 bucks. I own it like everywhere else. I don't think I can justify Persona 5 again. Again, Ni no Kuni 2, I've thought that this looks really interesting, but it's also like a 100-hour RPG. And I don't know if I just don't think I have the time to do that. Which sucks, but Detroit Become Human on PC is 50% off. I do love me some Detroit. I do think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Hades is great. I do like Hades a lot. Hitman 3, already have it on Epic. God of War, already have it. Spider-Man. You see how many of these things I already have in my library? You see just how crazy this is. This is why it's hard for me to get like super excited about the Steam sales, because like the top however many games I already have. And if I don't have them on Steam, I probably have them somewhere else. First world problems. So out of these, like the only thing that seems mildly interesting is Detroit. No, I was not born on January 17th. It's just for some reason that's what it's defaulted. But okay, let's just do this. Scum, I've heard of this, but I don't know. Doesn't seem that interesting. What else do we have? What other sales do we have? Do you guys know of any that were like banging, that are must-haves? Hunt, I have on PlayStation. Free to play. Oh yeah, get a free to play game during the autumn sale. Makes sense. Snow Runner, I do have this one. It is a heavy duty simulator though. Like if you're into trucking stuff, you'll like this, but it's like they sent me a review code for it and I was like, okay, it's not really my typical cup of tea, but I'll give it a shot. And I booted it up and I spent like half an hour in a gigantic truck stuck in the mud. It's banging. Slapped. Like honestly, I had a pretty good time with it, if I'm being honest. It's actually kind of a fun game. Monster Hunter. Ooh, I love Monster Hunter. I think I already have Monster Hunter World. It feels weird to get Rise on PC though, because it was built for the Switch, so it just feels weird. Getting it for the Steam Deck would be one exception, but I don't think there's any cross saves, which sucks. Yeah, I already have all this. Dude, I want another Monster Hunter mainline entry so bad. Escape Simulator, Frostpunk, Death and Taxes. I feel like I've heard of this. I think I've heard of this. This rings a bell. Players Like You Love. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Ooh, Odyssey's only 15 bucks. If you haven't played Odyssey, do recommend. 15 bucks for everything in there is crazy. Yakuza 0 to 7 are very cheap right now. In the UK, 0 only costs 4. Oh, I mean, that's compelling. They could be good. Neo, tremendous games. I think they're way harder than a lot of the FromSoft stuff, if I'm being real. Destroy All Humans 2. Okay. Beam ng.drive. This is that. Isn't this the game with like the really realistic simulations of like crashing physics and stuff like that? I think that's what this is. That rings a bell. Deep Rock Galactic is an absolute steal at 10 bucks. I think I have Deep Rock Galactic actually. I think I already have it. Red Dead 2 is only 20 bucks. Dude, that's a dream come true. I've wanted to go back through it from beginning to end again. It's calling to me, you know? You know when a game does that, you played it years ago and you think back on it, you're like, oh, it just feels, I want to go home. I want to go home to that game, you know? That's where I'm at with Red Dead 2. I just want to go back and get lost all over again. It's just like an 80-hour process, but I mean, it's so good. It's so good. I was playing through it again on the Steam Deck. Apparently, somebody was saying in chat the other day that the Steam Deck had some patch which basically fixes Red Dead 2, which is kind of fun. So I'll have to go back and try it again. Perseus Titan Slayer. Ooh. Police Simulator. Patrol Officers. Oh, it's actually got decent reviews. Interesting. I don't recognize most of these. I don't know why Spider-Man Miles Morales is listed twice. That seems weird. What else? Code Vein. I remember when this was the big thing. There were like a couple pictures of this and people thought it was going to be like Bloodborne 2. They thought like the big announcement that they said like Friday we'll reveal a big new game. And it was like Bandai Namco, I think. People were like, oh yeah, it's totally Bloodborne 2. And then it just ended up being Code Vein. Disappointed a lot of people. It's funny. It's pretty funny. Space Tale. No, I did not. I never did play that. Call of Juarez. Hunt Showdown. The guys that did Rise Son of Rome back in the day, they did Hunt Showdown. That's these, this is those guys. Deep Rock Galactic. I don't already have Deep Rock Galactic. I've never played it. 1 to 4 player co-op FPS featuring badass space dwarves, 100% destructible environments, procedurally generated caves, and endless hordes of alien monsters. Interesting. Interesting. At $10, I mean, it's $10. And if you're saying it's a steal, I have to believe you. Roguelike casual VR titles. I haven't got a new VR title in ages, dude. I think it was like literally the first couple weeks I owned that Oculus headset behind me right there. I bought a handful of VR games and I had a great time. But then I haven't touched it in ages. And it's really too bad because I enjoy playing games on it. It's just like there really isn't that much. Beat Saber, I already have that on the Oculus Store. Blade and Sorcery, already have that. I have not tried Among Us in VR, though it does seem kind of cutesy and fun. Bone Lab, I've heard, makes you viciously motion sick. Why is the Fallout bundle listed as VR? I know they have like Fallout 4 VR, but yeah, that's why. That's the only reason why. What is, okay, so I do not have this one. My version of Fallout New Vegas, I guess, doesn't count as the ultimate. Or did they relist it? I think I vaguely remember this. They like relisted Fallout New Vegas for some reason. No, okay. Oh, Fallout New Vegas is 250. 250. Oh man, that's crazy. 250. Maybe we need to go through New Vegas again. Is that the play? I have so much fun with contractors on my Quest 2. There's a fantastic modding community. Oh, okay. Contractors. Is that through the Oculus Store natively, or do you have to like play it on your PC and project it? The Metro series? No, I don't, Thomas. Not that I remember, at least. The Metro Exodus, I really liked that game. I thought that game was pretty good. No, I've played the New Vegas DLCs, but it was back on like the 360, so I don't have them on Steam. And I haven't replayed it on Steam since I like started having a nice PC. Fallout 76, The Pit Deluxe. I've heard this sucks. Does The Pit suck? I was hoping it would be really good, but apparently it's just like a room and that's it. Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition. Okay, I think we got to add this. And then Fallout 3, same thing. I like all my copies are on Xbox. So I think, did they ever patch this? Because I remember, I think it was the PC version. Like you have to go in yourself and edit an INI file or something in order to get it working, because it still wants to use like Xbox Live or something like, or Windows Gaming Live or some super outdated software. Did they ever fix that? They fixed it? Oh, good for them. Because I feel like that was 2 years ago when I tried it, and I was like, how on earth is it still broken? You will not receive an extra copy of New Vegas. Sad day. Sad day. I'll live with it. What else have we got here? Okay. Can I just go back, store, home? They fix it. Oh, that does ring a bell, because out of nowhere they sent out a patch for it. That does ring a bell. Okay. I mean, good for them. I'm glad that they finally got around to fixing it, because that was ridiculous. It's like, this is allegedly one of the best games ever created, and you straight up just, like, you can't play it unless you know how to go in and and tweak that stuff. Like, it's crazy. Sci-fi story rich. They're classifying Elden Ring as a horror game. That seems bold. Would you call Elden Ring a horror game? I would not call Elden Ring a horror game. Maybe that's just me, but that doesn't seem to make sense. City settlement, adventure, racing, horror. See, horror, Elden Ring. Left 4 Dead 2, I can see that. But they also have Warhammer 3. Okay, so they're just being silly. That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, this is the role-playing category. We've got a handful of notable games. Black Desert. This is one Caleb and Corey, my buddies, tried, and they seemed to enjoy it. I think they had a good time. What else do we have? Dota 2. Gotham Knights. I didn't talk about it in the critique, but dear God, the ending of this game is insane. It's so stupid. It's like so stupid. It's unbelievable. Yeah, that's a good one. Horizon Complete Edition. LOL. Smite. Is there any other Maple Story? Oh, that's weird. Disco Elysium, always a play. I know there's a scandal going on right now, but still. Triangle Strategy. Did any of you guys ever play Triangle Strategy? Because I loved Octopath Traveler, but I never played Triangle Strategy. It feels like it was announced, and then I totally forgot about it until like this moment right now. But it looked really good. If a new game goes on sale right away, does it mean it's struggling in sales? Not necessarily. Sometimes, like with these things, you never know what the splits are like. My understanding is that stores like PlayStation or Xbox or the App Store or Steam, they can go to a publisher and say, hey, can you, like, as part of our big promotional sale, would you be willing to knock, like listing wise, knock 20% off your title, and then we'll cover 10%, you know, or 15% of that discount. So you'll still, like, you're basically selling it for 95% of the full price or only a 5% discount, but to consumers, they're getting it for 20% off. So my understanding is they can do stuff like that to kind of make up the difference for big titles that they want to get on like the front page. This game is for sale, you know, hoping that you pick up a bunch of other random ones as well. People have been telling me also to play Destiny. Is Destiny actually worth playing, by the way, guys? Let me know. Rocky's not here to try to sway me, so I will value your objective opinions. But I've heard like a handful of pretty good things about Destiny. But I've never tried it. If you're skill up. No, if I'm skill up, I'll just go play Evil West because it's I strongly recommend that one. Very spongy. Enemies are not as easy to kill as in Halo. I don't like spongy shooters. Like, actually is infuriating to me. You have 1.5 thousand hours? Jesus Christ. That was fun for looter shooters. I don't know, like, see, my thing is with these games, I just feel like either you don't really like it or you have 1,500 hours, right? Like, there's very little middle ground of people that just like, yeah, I pop in and I have like, 100 hours and I've had a good time and I'm ready to walk away. I don't see a lot of that. Warhammer 40k, Persona 5 Strikers, Code Vein, Middle-earth Shadow of War. I finished this game. I don't know if I told you guys about this, but I made that Shadow of Mordor critique, and then I was like, okay, right on to Shadow of War. And I played it, and it was miserable, and I hated it. I didn't want to finish it. It took me like a year to finish it. It was miserable. Miserable. And then, like, I finally finished it, but I finished it, like, but before the big grind at the end of the game, because you finish the main story, and then there was originally, like, 40 to 50 hours of grinding, or, like, $200 of microtransactions to get the true ending of the game. They patched it and took a ton of that stuff out, but it's still pretty grindy, even now. And I just have not gone back. I really just struggle with it. I struggle getting any sort of enjoyment out of it. Maybe we'll try it again. Maybe it'll be like Ghost of Tsushima and I'll love it again and it'll wake me up to a whole new world. But I don't know, Origins is $12. That's a steal. Star Trek Online. Slay the Spire. Hogwarts Legacy, of course. Good to see it listed on Steam. Skyrim, Albion Online, Medieval Dynasty. Medieval Dynasty. Yeah, it's quite. The Ascent, this game I actually really enjoyed. I thought it was pretty cute. It came out like right after Cyberpunk exploded. And it just nailed the cyberpunk atmosphere. Really, really good. It's on Game Pass too. Still, I think. Would recommend that. It's pretty good. You said Timesia is a good Souls-like game. Do I have time for another Souls-like game? That is the question. That is the question. But it seems to be like relatively well received. Published by Team 17. Wow. I'll look into that. That's interesting. The Night Witch. Team 17 has always had a lot of solid releases that I've appreciated. Age of Darkness. Ukulele. You guys remember Ukulele? You guys remember this? Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Whatever. Ukulele, that's a throwback. Siege. I tried to play Siege one time and it was so toxic. People were so mean. It was bad. It was bad. Evil Within. Oh yeah, $4. Let's see it. Bethesda. Tango Gameworks. Spoopy. A live action trailer? Huh. It's your own fault. Should have been wearing gloves. Huh. Yeah, those trailers leave me more confused than intrigued. I kind of feel that too. Xbox Game Studios and Bethesda autumn sale. What all we got? What all we got? Forza. Drives people crazy. I know. I don't know why that's like the inclination to pronounce it that way. Forza. No, it's Forza. Forza. As Dusk Falls. Really solid, story-rich game. Absolutely agree. I think this is a sleeper hit. Not for everybody based on the art style almost exclusively, but if you're looking for like a choose-your-own-adventure similar to Detroit Become Human or any of those games, you will really like this game. You'll really like it. Pentiment, I am like 20 minutes into it. I was going to try to play it on the drive to the family cabin. It's like a 5-6 hour drive. I was really excited for it, but I got like super motion sick, couldn't play it, so oops. Sea of Thieves, always fun. Flight Simulator, now I can actually play it. It was broken for about a year and a half, which is amazing, but what are you gonna do? I might as well just pre-order this at some point because I'm gonna have to cover it and discuss the game, and I know they're not sending me a review code, so what are you gonna do? Let's see. Gears, Age of Mythology. Remastered. Ooh, baby. Sunset Overdrive. It's a good, like, passive, mindless game, but it's also on Game Pass, so. That's the tricky thing with all of these, is it's like, if it's a game I would like to play with a controller, there is almost no reason to get it on Steam, for me. Because, like, I have the Xbox here. There's just no reason. Some of them, like Fallout, I can justify because I'd rather play that on mouse and keyboard, you know? Call of Cthulhu. I also don't think the Game Pass version includes the DLC. I think you're expected to buy that separately. I don't think that's included. Disneyland. I didn't realize this. Oh, it's Xbox. That's why. Okay. I was like, I didn't think this was a Bethesda game. It's Xbox. Oblivion. Oh, dude, look. Just look back at this trailer. Come on. Or not. It won't let us click on it. It doesn't want us to appreciate it. Okay, there we go. You ready? Take this in. Does this not take you back to like 2007? No, 2006. Dude, these old trailers are so funny. They're cut together so weird. Dude, it's such a throwback. It's like, have you guys gone back and watched like those old trailers from the mid 2000s? And they're just so cringy. Like they always have the one voiceover guy, and he's about to find out that life isn't as simple as he thought it would be. This is Tom Cruise in Slap Me Up Silly Sideways. And that's it. Like, it's so ridiculous. Tell me why. That's what I feel like with these games. Like, oh. Like, there was a time that trailer was really cool. Like, that was badass. And now you look at it and it's like a bad knockoff trailer by a high schooler, you know? Ain't nothing but a heartache. Yeah, exactly. You gotta have that song. One way or another, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I don't know if there's any others there that are calling to me. What else we got, Steam? What else we got? What about casual? I'm a filthy casual, as somebody said in the comment section of my Elden Ring critique, because I said that they did not balance the game very well, and the proof of that was that they kept going back and trying to rebalance bosses, and in the process of doing that, they broke the game multiple times over. Apparently that makes me a casual. So, yeah, I'm... What are you going to do? Construction Simulator? Oh, that's funny. What else? Stanley Paradox. Dude, I remember being super into balloons. You guys remember balloons? You'd totally not play it in the middle of, like, the computer class at high school. Like, in high school. Launch it off the browser. Pure chaos. It looks like a mobile game because, I mean, it is a mobile game, like, for real. But, dude, I used to play that all the time. It takes me right back to high school seeing that. Train Simulator. You know what? Whatever floats your boat. Good for you. Good on you. Overcooked, always fun with friends. Not really a PC game as far as I can tell, because, like, it's more couch co-op. That's when it's the most fun. It's a great Switch game. It's great for the Switch. Uno. Dude, they really put a lot of effort into Uno. Jeez. Chicken Horse, Farm Together. Spider-Man. Ha! Spider-Man is considered a casual game. Okay, so it's not just me. It's not just me. My school kept getting shot up, so we never had a computer room. Oh, that's... This is America. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's see. House Flipper, Sims, Tabletop, Balloons, Goat Simulator. Didn't the third one just come out? Where is that? Is that Epic? Is that only on Epic? Manor Lords. This one we actually, remember we tried it early. We tried, it was like, was it the first? No, it's like one of our last days on Twitch, I think. But we tried this early. And I was actually pretty impressed with it. Like, it ran really well. It allows you to, like, literally, as far as you can see, you can expand your territory and your settlements out that far. It's actually, like, pretty fun. Pretty impressive. And like these types of games, I love these things. I love city builders and simulation games. I don't know why. I just do. Yeah, Imperium, I did see that. That guy was on an episode of Intervention, which is like an A&E, I think, show for drug addicts and alcoholics and stuff, where they have an intervention. And he like clearly is tweaking during that TV interview when, for those of you not aware, like basically his son shot up a gay nightclub here in Colorado Springs. And when he was asked about it by the father was asked about it on TV, live TV, he was not only really high on meth at the time, pretty obviously, but he also said when he first heard that news, he got really worried that his son was there, because he was worried that his son was going to turn out to be homosexual. And he was like, no, I'm a freedom-loving Trump Republican, good Christian man. I don't want my son doing none of that. So like, unbelievable. Like, it was unbelievable. And I'm glad it got so much press, because there are far more people like that than I think people realize. Yeah, and I'll leave it there. I could keep expressing. I know people like that who would have said probably the same thing, and it's infuriating, but that's why I think one of the best ways to deal with this stuff is to just get it out in the public and mock it and just make it so socially cringe. Because people honestly care more about being considered like stupid than they do care about being right. I really believe, like, I think people would rather change their mind because they want to fit in than because they like are convinced by carefully like constructed arguments. Like, do you think that dad of the shooter is going to be like, oh, you make a really good point, let me reconsider? No, not at all. But to be fair, he's probably pretty far gone. I don't think he's probably the best example. See, moments like this where I'm like, it just doesn't look that great. This was a really... So, like, what genre of Warhammer is this? Total War Warhammer Trilogy, Realm of Chaos, Mind-bending fate between the world, demons, command them. Is this like the fantasy grade Warhammer, or is this something else? I don't know. This is the fantasy? Okay. Yeah, Yakuza has karaoke though. That's a good point. You raise a good point. The fact he was an adult film star, MMA fighter, and meth addict. He's lived a vast life. Tales from Right, Metro Exodus, Neo, Outer Worlds. I still need to finish that. And I had a bunch of problems for me. Nino no Kuni 2, War Thunder. I didn't realize War Thunder is like as big as it is. I thought like, oh, it's like a pretty big game. I'm sure I see it all over the place, but no, it's like freaking huge. So many people play it. It's ridiculous. Lost Ark, Control. Said it before, I say I just don't really get Control. I'll be real. Up to 75% off. Wow. What's this? What are some old, real quick guys in chat, what are some old school games that you thought we should make into videos? Because like every once in a while I'll pop, like New Vegas is $2. Or like I got the Red Faction games for like nothing a little while back because they were on stupid sale. I mean, it's, yeah, 80% off, $2. There's so much. Dead Island is only $4. Do I not have Dead Island yet? No, I don't. Okay. There we go. Dead Island. Saints Row the Third. Should I go back and try Saints Row again? Oh, Homefront? You remember Homefront? I remember seeing that everywhere. They advertised the crap out of that one. I remember that. Painkiller Rising. Saints Row the Third. Homefront. Red Faction Armageddon. Saints Row 2. All those. Let's see. Prince. Oh, we got a lot. Bully. I do have Bully. Getting tangled up. Okay, let's work through these. Hold on. Let's work through your suggestions. Splinter Cell. We actually have a point of news on Splinter Cell that we'll touch on here in a little bit. Splinter Cell. Blacklist, I think, is the one I played. No, was it Conviction? Oh, they all kind of look the same. I played one of these back in the day. 2013. That sounds right. Because my brother Joe got it. Is this the same one? I think it is. Yeah, I played a lot of these back in the day. Those could be 75% off. Whoops, I thought it was going to take me back to the list. I don't think... Will they have Prince of Persia on here? Prince of Persia. They do have Prince of Persia. Wow. I did not realize next gen platform, all new Epic Journey. This isn't the original though. Sands of Time. That's the OG. 2003. Look at that. Look at that. $2. I mean, we got to do it for $2, right? Oh, the collection below has all the games. Hold on. All of them for $8.95. We got to do that, right? Okay, I'll remove this. This came with Sands of Time, right? Add. Okay, let me remove the collection. And I'll have to re-add it. Prince of Persia franchise. Add. Voila. Sands of Time. Okay. What else? What else? Bully. I think, yeah, we have it already. We're good there. Dead Rising. I do have those. I have all of those. Way ahead of you. Saints Row. I think I have, yeah, I have 4. I have the newest one. And then the third I have on Xbox. Let's see. Oblivion. I have Oblivion. Let's see. Knights. Knights of the Old Republic. Is it just the first one, or are there multiple? Hold on. Oh, dude, look at this. Look at those. What are toes? Dude, I think I popped into a Mr. Matty streams, Mr. Matty Plays stream where he was playing this. And now, I don't know. For me, I go back and like, this doesn't hit a nostalgia itch for me. So it just looks like an old kind of crappy UI. Like, I'm sure if you played this back in the day, this is not a big deal. Like, you just get back into it. But for me, I look at it, I'm like, ooh, oof. Star Wars Complete Collection. Nice Old Republic. Commando. Clone Wars. The Complete Saga. dude. Force Unleashed, Force Unleashed 2, Rebellion, Battlefront, Classic, 2004. By the way, people are giving me crap in the latest video because I said I played the crap out of Battlefront 2 back in the day, and Jacob accidentally showed a clip of just the first Battlefront game. It is pretty funny. I'll give you credit for that. It is pretty funny. But still. Binary domain. Binary domain. I don't think I've heard of this. Yeah, this does not ring like any bells for me. Oh, I think I saw like an Awesome Games Done Quick where they might have been playing this. But the game itself rings like no bells for me. Criminally underrated. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of that. Sold like 50,000 copies in a year. Oh, that's really too bad. I wonder why it flew under the radar so bad. Huh. Interesting story and squad dynamic. It's $3. Let's see. Thank you, Andre. I'm 2 for 2 on your recommendations. Red Dead 2 and Cyberpunk are awesome. Now I'm going into Mafia 1 Definitive Edition, so I'm hoping for 3 out of 3. Thanks for everything, Luke. Oh, appreciate you, Andre. Thank you for remembering, resubbing, whatever it's called on YouTube. Appreciate you, and I hope it's a 3 for 3 as well. I think you'll really like it. Mafia 1 Definitive Edition is tremendous. So good. Let's see. Uh-oh. The Forgotten Hope. 2021. What made you give it the wrong society? Okay. Are these like Steam user reviews? Sri Lankan indie game to date. Available now. itch.io and the Humble Store. Is the Humble Store still like a thing? Still a thing? Looks like it's nice and quick. He was so close to a binary domain. Oh, did I bypass something? Did I miss something? He said he just needs to scroll. Futures Tokyo consequences, how but choice matters. Okay. Procedural damage. Fully destructible and high resistant robots adapt to the damage they sustain. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. I mean, I'll check it out. That seems interesting. Oh, Yakuza games. Is that what you're trying to get me to go to? Okay, hold on. Isn't Yakuza on Game Pass though? Yakuza, the Yakuza bundle. Yakuza 0, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2. Okay. But aren't they on Game Pass? And PS Plus? Dragoner Zero. Zero is canonically the first one, right?
最後まで張り続けられなかったやつが負けるんだよ。
These games get so weird. I mean, it looks like an acid trip. Okay, I'll add it to the cart. Okay. A friend sent me a ridiculous one. A Steam gift, 60 pence from this autumn sale. How to Punish a Witch. How to punish. I don't see anything listed there. How to punish a witch. How to punish. Yeah, it doesn't show for me. Buy Like a Dragon as well. Like a Dragon. Oh, this is the newest one, right? Do you have to play them in order, or does it not matter?
All I wanted to be was a hero. I saw my life's path ahead of me.
Ichi, would you be willing to get arrested for the family? Reputation is everything. If a Yakuza shows weakness, he's done.
I've been waiting to open this door for 18 years.
Here comes the hot stepper.
A dream is what keeps you going. So I say you do it. Just like you wanted. Become a hero. Let's start a brand new age of heroes.
Well, this just got complicated.
Yes, we must reply.
You always attract the weirdos.
Time to call a friend!
You sure know how to make an entrance.
You can tell us what the hell is going on here. Get this man a diaper. Huh?
Yeah, man.
I'm sure all of us here are a little crazy, but that's the best part of being friends.
Let's get nutty!
Get this man a diaper. Oh, God, man. It's so outrageous. It's so outrageous. Okay. Here's a question. So if it's on Game Pass, is it available for cloud streaming? Because if it is, I'll just cloud stream it through my Steam Deck and I don't have to pay $21, you know? And I mean, that'll work just fine. Plus, I don't know if you guys have tried cloud streaming on the Steam Deck. It takes like almost no battery. So if you can get away with cloud streaming through the Steam Deck, it's great. It's great. Oh, does anyone know? It's okay if you don't know. It's okay. I forgive you. It's okay. They're worth purchasing anyway. Well, like, it's just, if I have it on Game Pass, I have like, there's effectively zero reason. Yakuza Like a Dragon X Cloud. Play with touch, role-playing cloud gaming. Yeah, so it is available. Like a Dragon. Okay. It's already there. Again, Game Pass is just built different. I guess I could have pulled it up through here. It's probably available on PC through Game Pass as well. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Boom. See? Play anywhere. Love it. Love it. I won't start installing it, otherwise the stream will tank, but I will leave that up, so I'll do it after the stream. Star Wars Squadron is free on Epic. Oh. We'll redeem that. Play all of them in order. Or do I just watch like a recap? Oh, it's gonna make me sign in. Can I don't know what's easiest. Okay, I'll do that after. The Fractured Butthole. Always a winner.
I'll tell you one thing. You don't want to go down that road. They say there's a camp down that road. Place where kids walk and talk all funny like they lost their marbles or something.
I don't think this is a good idea, fellas. Maybe we should just stay here. Jesus, sack the fuck up, Butters.
Go down that road and there's a chance you might lose your marbles too.
A gruesome new tale.
If there's no capsules around to supervise camp activities, Lake Titicaca will be shut down, and all his kids will be sent home. We have to find them before it's too late.
Full of terrifying new enemies.
Monsters? Ah, monsters!
I've been waiting for the perfect time to strike. And old friends.
Look, up there. It's coming right for us. Everybody take. Get the fuck out of the way. Job well done. And now, witness the true power of Mint and Berry.
Frightening new powers.
Oh my god. Butthole found the survival power of the final girl in every horror movie ever. Right here in this cabin. What are the chances? Prepare for the wrath of the final girl.
Oh, look who it is. It's that kid who likes going down roads. You might think I'm crying wolf here, but you definitely don't want to go down this road.
South Park, the Fractured Butthole. Bring the crunch.
Yeah, I don't think I ever played the DLC. Content for this game, bundle info. I want just the DLC. Do I already own the DLC? I don't think I do.
I'll tell you one thing. You don't want to go down that road.
Okay, yeah, I'll get this. The season pass, it comes with tips in the main game, custom story DLC, Bring the Crunch, the Casa Bonita story DLC, and the Danger Deck story DLC. Okay. I'll do that. What else? What else? Mirror's Edge. Oh, dude, I haven't thought about Mirror's Edge in a long time. That's a throwback. I'm sorry, I can't get that out of my head. Get this man a diaper. Oh god. Let's see. What were some other random suggestions? Just a second. I'm scrolling. Max Payne? I don't think I have any of the Max Payne games. Max Payne 3, Max Payne bundle with 1 and 2. Wait, why is... Okay. So Max Payne 2 is $16.48. Max Payne is $3.49. But the bundle that has both of them is $4.49. How does that make any sense? I mean, I'm not complaining, but that doesn't seem like that should work. Huh. I already have Spec Ops: The Line. I did get that on a suggestion from one of you guys. I did get that one. I mean, I guess if it's going to come with both. Brutal Legend.
Out of the darkness comes an evil that will destroy us all. Out of the light comes a roadie.
Bring on the impalement.
Armed with the power of metal and destined to become a legend.
It's time to sound the battle cry.
Not sure, but I like how that sounds.
Starring Jack Black as Eddie Riggs.
Hello, ladies.
With Rob Halford.
The other guy.
This is gonna be a bloodbath.
Ooh, what is that smell? Is that burning hair?
Lemmy Kilmeister.
What the hell?
Lita Ford.
Would you like a ride?
And Ozzy Osbourne.
It's about fucking time.
Yeah, time for a mosh pit.
I didn't know Ozzy was in this.
Kickers unite! Oh, yeah.
Brutal legend.
So are you the keeper of the sacred beer tree? Dream job.
How have I never, like, heard of this? How... I'm so baffled. Okay, well, we're adding that. That's it. That's an easy add. Psychonauts, I do love me some Psychonauts. If you haven't played the second one, you should. It's really good. These, Fear, I don't think I play. I watched my brother play it way back in the day. You've never heard of it? I mean, I've heard Brutal Legend, but I never like watched the trailer to realize Jack Black, Ozzy Osbourne, all these other crazy people are in it. No, totally missed it. Kane and... Let me just go here. I'll go back to the... Loud. Kane and Lynch. Oh, is that the full game? Is that just what it's called? Kane and Lynch. Dead Men. Dead Men. Okay. 2007. Dude, that's a throwback. 2000. Let's see. Dude, the environments don't look bad. The models definitely are 2007-ish. But environments ain't bad. Yeah, I never played like any of these games. IO. Okay. I know them. I was too scared to play Fear. Yeah, it's the psychological horror type game. I remember thinking it was pretty cool. Oh, people are saying it's buggy. Oh. It's so broken on PC, it just doesn't work. Oh, that sucks. Do they have it available on, like, on console? Does it run better on console? These are random games I've added to my wish list. Let's see these. Early access.
I want to be 100% certain that Logan is off his rocker.
I'm tired of treating Logan like some petty criminal.
I say, we get a posse together and make Logan pay for what he's done.
You sure you got enough folks to bring me in?
The audio design is crap. Yeah, this is more reflective of what the game is actually like. Looks a little less focused than my time at Porsche, but I'm, you know, not opposed to it. Dragon's Quest 11. I think this is on Xbox too.
Gentlemen, the people's favorite, Dragon Quest 11 S at an all-new affordable price. When you ask, December 4th. And that's not all. It'll be taking on challengers from all platforms.
Yes, the mark of...
Let's do this. I believe in you. I believe in the Luminary.
Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt.
Then I'm alive, laddie. Against all the odds.
Let's get this sword made and the world saved!
I never thought I'd finally meet you in a place like this. It's funny how things work out.
You shall not escape me, Darkspawn!
You have rather an important task to be getting on with. Go. Save the world. You'll find the sparks I speak of here and there
Nani?
throughout the land. They are the former members of your staunch and stalwart band.
If you've ever been curious, ever hungered for adventure, then the time has come to be a hero. Now available on all new platforms. Dragon Quest 11S, Echoes of an Elusive Age. Coming December 4th, 20...
It does seem like there's a lot here. Yeah, I remember this. You can play it in the old school view as well. But it's another like 100+ hour game. Is that also? I think that's also on. Yeah. Yeah, it's also on Game Pass. Again, Game Pass just killing it. I do really appreciate how on Game Pass they now include how long to beat stats. Main story 57, main and extras 89, completionist 132. Average for all styles 81. That's crazy. Look at the potential Pokemon could have if they moved up the platform and ditched the Switch. Yeah. I mean, the latest Pokemon is the best-selling Nintendo release ever, apparently. Is what I saw on Twitter, the most reliable platform on the internet. And if that's true, it just boggles the mind. Like, the fact that a game can be so horribly broken and still sell ridiculously well. It just goes to show, like, there are some companies that are just immune to reviews, to critical feedback. Like, they just... yeah, I don't know. Best-selling releases, best-selling release with the lowest user score. Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But it kind of makes you question, like, okay, so if they can do that, then, like, is there any point to reviewing or, like, demanding quality? The developers don't need to. They really don't need to. Because why would they? If they can release a broken pile of crap and it still sells amazingly well, why would they bother with, you know, spending an extra year polishing? And I'm sure they'll patch it. They'll make it work a little bit better. But it's probably never going to be very good. You know? Yeah. Oh, Just Cause. Yeah, I love me some Just Cause. I got all those. My best friend always buys them. He isn't graphics or frame rate snob. I mean, but I don't think you even have to be a snob to say that this release is terrible. Like, it's straight up not playable for a lot of people. Like a Dragon is literally Yakuza, but Dragon Quest. Oh. Color me intrigued. Metal Gear Solid 5. I do not have that on PC. Metal Gear Solid 5. Only $5.
You're a legend in the eyes of those who live on the battlefield.
The world calls for wet work. We answer. No greater good. No just cause.
Now go! Let the legend come back to life. We are Diamond Dogs.
I'm down to try it. I'm down. It's one of those where I'm like, I've never had the like emotional tie or the nostalgia to like push me into playing those, and so I've just never bothered. But yeah, it's just, I know some people swear by Metal Gear. I've just never seen something about it that I'm like, ooh, looks amazing. This game actually I do remember having a lot of fun with. It was like 2 years ago, so I haven't tried it recently. I remember it had a ton of like performance issues. Ooh. They downgraded graphics in an attempt to fix performance. I mean, I didn't... That's funny. I didn't think that the graphics were that amazing to begin with, if I'm being real. Mostly, the one thing I remember all this time later were the screen space reflections for the water were horrible. Yeah, this is bad. Ooh. So I think these types of trailers are really good because they show you just what you can do in the game instead of trying to give you some like abstract explanation, you know? I think this is a better way to do it. It is cool because you'll play against other teams, but there's no HUD. There's nothing to tell you where they are. Oh, that's fun. You like, it's very much based on your perceptions, and I really like that. Do they have a like new boss introductions? Yeah, I can already tell the reflections are a lot better. NVIDIA highlights like that. I wonder what the player numbers are like. Because I remember liking it. I just thought that it needed some refinement. Titanfall 2, yes, I do have that. Josh, I'm in northern Colorado, right around Fort Collins. It's good to see we've got another Coloradan in here. That's fun. Sales browsing, oh yeah. No, I basically didn't do anything for the sale for the last like 3 days. So I was like, okay, before it ends, we probably should try to jump on it. Killing Floor, PUBG... Sea of Thieves, Days Gone. I think we got a pretty good haul so far. I just haven't seen anything that's like, oh my god, yes, finally. Adventure. Okay, we haven't checked Adventure. Let's see if there's any adventure games that pop out. Monkey Island. Is Monkey Island that good? I didn't play it back in the day. Like the OGs. Is it good? It's good. Oh, Lockie's doing great. Little Lachlan. He's doing amazing. He's a little rock star. And he knows it. That's what makes him so dangerous. Monkey Island.
Doing? Guide Rush!
That's a good touch. Yeah, it looks super fun. It looks right up me alley. It's Babe. Yeah.
It's bad.
They do that.
Well,
Thank you so much. My goodness. I'm so spoiled.
Lachlan processed food, and then he's crying in the car, and we're like 20 minutes away from home. We're gonna get processed.
We're gonna get some processed food. Much love, thank you. I'm so spoiled. I'm so spoiled, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, now chat's gonna catch up real quick. Look how active you guys have been. Look how great this is. This is the one downside with having it set up the way I do. That'll do. That'll do. The Jesus chicken, yeah. The homophobia just makes it taste so good. Okay, so right now our tally, okay? Any last minute suggestions? I'm willing to take them. But right now we have Monkey Island, Metal Gear Solid 5, the definitive experience, Brutal Legend. This one actually I'm probably most excited for. I was trying Brutal Legend for the first time. Max Payne, South Park DLC, Yakuza 0. We'll play the others on Game Pass, but I'll play 0 first so I can play it on Steam Deck. Binary Domain, Prince of Persia, the whole franchise, Dead Island. Makes sense before the second one comes that we play this. Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, Fallout New Vegas Ultimate with all the DLC, Deep Rock Galactic, and Detroit Become Human. Let's see. Judgment, Fear, I Have Fear, Planet Crafter, Planet Crafter. That is interesting. That is interesting. I will add the demo to my library. I will try it because I'm a little worried about spending 16 or 17 bucks on it if I'm like on the fence. But that's very intriguing because I could see getting really into that. Yeah, it does kind of look like Satisfactory meets No Man's Sky. I worked at a Chick-fil-A for 4 years, came in during a grand opening of a second store, got to work at the new one too before I had enough of fast food. Yeah, fun. I worked at a Chick-fil-A back in high school for a summer, and it was hectic. Like I really sympathize with the people that have to work in those places because it is crazy busy, crazy fast paced, really wild. I was like 16 and I was like, I feel like I'm too old for this. Like I can't keep up. It's crazy. Just gotta go. At least your shifts go by fast, right? I have Mass Effect, Disco Elysium. I've got Binary Domain. I'll try that. Fear. I got that. Judgment. This. Is this the one you mean? 6 user reviews? Is that the one you mean? Oh, okay, hold on. Judgment. There we go. Sorry. Forgive me. Oh, wait, I skipped it. No, back. Stop. Full screen.
Gunfights. Murderer on the loose. This city's a mess. Who are you? The name's Yagami. Clear your schedule, because I'm gonna take my time with you.
Can all lawyers fight like that?
Looks like there's only one way out of this, guys. Let's go!
I do like me detective games. Oh, 30 bucks though. 30 bucks. Hold on, you know what we have to do. You know what we have to do. Oh. Did the app freeze? I broke the app. I broke it. None of the buttons work. Uh-oh. It's not? Okay, well, problem solved. Okay, I gotta, everybody in chat, is it really worth, do you think it's worth 30 bucks? Do you think it's, like, is it gonna be that good? Do you really believe that? Yeah, well, I trust you guys. I mean, you guys watch me, so you probably have good taste, right? See what I did there? I complimented you while complimenting myself. Isn't that clever? I'm the best. Let's see. I'm a building manager at a building downtown Colorado Springs, and I run a 100-year-old elevator. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of fun. Judgment 2 is the best out there in my opinion. Oh, there's another one after that. Judge. Oh, not yet. Okay. Witcher 3, yep. Got that. Metal Gear Solid 5, got that. I'm weirdly excited for Brutal Legend. I do not know how I never heard about this. What are some of the reviews like? Like, it's just, somehow I've never heard of this. Brutal. Review.
Brutal Legend means different things to different people. Some see it as the long-awaited next Tim Schafer game, the mastermind behind classic adventure games like Grim Fandango. Others see it as homage to classic heavy metal. Still others just know it as that Jack Black game. It is all of these things, and it is awesome. The game follows the adventures of Eddie Riggs, the greatest roadie of all time. Riggs must assemble an army to rid heavy metal heaven from the evil Lord Diviculus. Yes, it is as epic as it sounds. The writing is sharp throughout, but the humor does taper off a little as you progress. While the story is still a cut above most video games, it's a shame that the entire affair doesn't retain the same biting wit as its awesome opening.
Oh man, don't tell me I've been slaying hot girls this whole time.
You look fucking terrible.
Brutal Legend is a great package, especially if, at some point in your life, you've been a fan of heavy metal. There are a lot of cameos, in-jokes, and potshots against the kind of watered-down heavy metal that you hear these days. Jack Black is fantastic as Eddie. You can tell that he really committed to his character and he's not just cashing a paycheck.
Aha! I knew it. Big ugly demon.
In fact, voice acting is really good all around. The character animation also matches the quality of the voice acting. It's expressive and lively. As you can see, the bizarre heavy metal theme carries over to the art style and graphics. Everything is given a cartoony look that works well considering the source material. Some of the creature designs are also pretty badass, but they do feel a little underused. It'd be nice to have some of these guys get more time in the limelight during the story, but you can play with them all you like in multiplayer. The gameplay is a mashup of a bunch of different styles. The main story missions almost play like a real-time strategy game. You command troops on a battleground made up to look like a giant rock concert. Your fans serve as your resources, and you spin them to summon units.
Look at this
However,
monster.
this is not a straight RTS, because you can also dive into battle and beat up enemies with guitar and battle axe combos. One of my favorite moves is the face melter. It melts faces. Outside of the story battles, there are beat-em-up, shooting, and racing sections. This mix of styles may sound like it might be a disaster, but the pieces come together well. Each style keeps it simple, but that's actually a good thing in this case. There are a couple minor problems here and there. While it's cool to have multiple gameplay styles, I still would have liked more variety with the side quests. You basically keep doing the same 3 things over and over. Those 3 things may be fun, but it gets repetitive. Also, you can't jump. Yeah, Eddie has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, but jumping isn't one of them. For a game that focuses on exploration and combat, it feels weird to be limited like this. Finally, some mission objectives aren't explained that well. Sometimes there will be mission requirements like, don't let this guy escape, only the game doesn't tell you that, you learn by failing. This never killed the game for me, it's just a little annoying. In terms of replay value, there's also a very fun multiplayer mode that features the RTS battles for up to 8 players. Here you get to command some of the great monsters in the game. And for people who are obsessed with collecting things, there are a lot of collectibles and secrets. You'll be unlocking songs, concept art, new moves, and car upgrades for a good while. Ultimately, the problems are really minor compared to the overall experience. This game is fantastic from start to finish. A lot of time and effort was spent creating this world, and you'll have a blast exploring it. The writing, the gameplay, and the style all combine to be something fun and unique. This game comes highly recommended. For the full written review, head over to IGN.com.
Sometimes reviewers will make these wonderfully sweeping statements like, this game is
What a
unique,
throwback,
or
too.
dreams to do something completely different. And then upon watching the review, notice that it wasn't actually accurate. However...
And just such a unique game, too. Like, so weird. But, like... I'm a fan. I am a fan. Oh, Saboteur. Yes, I do love Saboteur. That's a good one. Basically Assassin's Creed in World War II, which is what I've said before. And I like it. I'm a fan. Oh yeah, it's one of the weirdest, wildest games ever, and it is delicious. It's just like video games are a great medium to just screw around in, and I'm glad that they did that. Like, it's so weird. What are the ones? Binary Domain. I wanted to hear review. I swapped the I and E. Who cares? Because like I said, I don't think I've ever heard of this game.
If you're tired of killing aliens, zombies, and/or Russian terrorists, then Binary Domain just might be for you. In Sega's futuristic squad shooter, you won't actually fire a shot at a single living thing. Just waves upon waves of mechanical maniacs hell-bent on your extinction. Its iRobot-inspired plot makes for a fresh and often thrilling experience, with only a handful of negatives holding it back from greatness. Binary Domain takes place in Tokyo in the year 2080. The Armada Corporation, one of the industry leaders in robotics technology, has begun producing humanoid robots that are gradually assimilating their way into the human population. It's up to you, Sergeant Dan Marshall, and a customizable squad of multinational mercenaries to infiltrate Armada and put a stop to the android production before it's too late for mankind. The fight against Armada's robot army takes place in a variety of Neo-Tokyo settings, from the shattered slums and sewers of the city's underground to the sun-kissed skyline of its affluent upper reaches. The man versus machine story is compelling, although the dialogue delivered by the main characters is pretty B-grade. Not unusual for an action game perhaps, but these characters are so stereotypical, I started to think they were all androids, especially with cringeworthy catchphrases like this.
Everybody alive? Holler if you're dead. Look at that! The armor peeled off!
Holler if you're dead!
Binary Domain's core gameplay mechanics will be instantly familiar for anyone who's played a cover-based shooter before. You can blind fire, roadie run, hop between cover, you know the drill. Beyond the notable inability to turn corners whilst in cover, and a slightly limp-feeling melee attack, the control setup works, and works well. What makes Binary Domain's otherwise boilerplate brand of combat enjoyable is the type of enemies you face. Forget about the bullet sponges that so often inhabit games of this type. The destructible nature of Binary Domain's robotic foes gives a tangible sense of the damage inflicted by each bullet you fire. Armor shreds into scattered pieces of shrapnel, legs are blown off leaving enemies to drag themselves along with all the relentlessness of a Terminator. Given that you're essentially facing off against an army of glorified appliances, it's somewhat surprising just how violent it all feels. Blasting robots is awesome. The action never stagnates either. When you're not shooting at robots, you're surfing on robots, getting chased by robots, even climbing inside a robot in order to use it as a de facto mech. There are plenty of imposing bosses to take down along the way, and the game's 10-hour campaign hurtles along at a breakneck pace. Binary Domain has two other major gameplay features of note. One is the voice command system for your squad mates, which allows you to wear a headset and speak basic orders like cover me and wait. This function is either kind of goofy or incredibly awesome depending on your attitude towards voice recognition, but the bottom line is that it actually works far more often than not, and if you don't like it you can still give commands with a streamlined set of controller inputs instead. The game also features a relationship system between you and your squad mates, which is affected directly by your actions during battle and your responses during a conversation. Be good to your squad and they'll obey your orders. Piss them off and they'll be less helpful in a firefight.
Later on!
I will do so later!
It's an interesting idea, but it ultimately feels pretty superficial, as you really have to go out of your way to get them offside, and unless you're a completely unreasonable jerk, then chances are you'll lead a happy band of brothers and sisters throughout. Unfortunately, Binary Domain doesn't support co-op play for the main campaign. Instead, the multiplayer mode offers the usual death matches and capture the flag variants, as well as a survival mode called Invasion. It's all totally playable, but nothing we haven't seen before.
Back when every game had a multiplayer mode.
Ironically, for a game about the eradication of androids posing as humans, Binary Domain is itself a form of replicant. It convincingly apes the behaviours of the best shooters on the market, but its augmentations feel noticeably artificial. Yet while the voice command and trust systems are slightly undeveloped, Binary Domain doesn't hang its hat on them. Even without the gimmicks, this is an enjoyable, albeit derivative shooter that any self-respecting sci-fi fans should check out. For more on Binary Domain, be sure to check
Binary Domain. Robots. Oh look, whose video is that? That's a throwback. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That's wild. I love Binary Domain. So glad I took a chance and didn't let all the bad reviews scare me away from a very good game. Yeah. No, that happens. That happens. Vanquish was the other one you guys were saying. Vanquish review. This is another one I don't really recall.
Here's a challenge for you. Try to keep track of everything happening on the screen at one time during an intense firefight in Vanquish. It's pretty hard, but that's okay because this third-person shooter from the mind of Shinji Mikami, creator of Resident Evil, is a chaotic sort of fun. Players will be shooting, boosting, sliding, and occasionally smoking through spectacular action set pieces in Vanquish, all while using some very slick guns. And although the story and characters lack the same punch and polish as the combat, Vanquish is one of the best shooters to come out of Japan in a long time. Vanquish puts players in the hyper-advanced thruster boots of Sam Gideon, a researcher for DARPA that helps develop high-tech battlesuits and power systems for the United States. A space station developed in part by DARPA is taken over by a Russian extremist group.
No.
Sam is sent in to test out his suit.
Not
and
another
secretly
one of
rescue
those.
Professor Candide. This might sound complicated, but all you need to know is there are a crapload of bad Russian robots attacking, and you have to tear them apart. The visuals in Vanquish are spectacular. I think Sam's Ars suit deserves some kind of reward because the number of moving pieces and glowing lights on that one in-game prop are mind-blowing. The environments are also quite eye-catching, with some sweeping techno vistas that seem influenced by Western sci-fi projects like Halo and Gears of War. The music in Vanquish doesn't stand out too much, but it works well to complement the action on screen. More impressive is the number of language tracks available to the player. You can hear Sam and his ops support Elena chatter away in English, Japanese, and Italian, to name a few. I must admit, the French Sam Gideon is pretty badass. Just saying.
Vous ne prenez que ça comme homme? Une unité d'assaut MSOB2 est dans le secteur. On va entrer en contact avec eux.
Not bad.
Vanquish is a very special kind of shooter. Although there are traditional cover mechanics in place and plenty of recognizable weapons to use, the beauty of this title is the maneuverability of Sam on the battlefield. Sam can boost around at breakneck speeds at the risk of overheating his suit, which makes field traversal way more enjoyable than most shooters. Sam can also use his suit to slow down time and pull off some
I'll be right
fantastic
back, guys.
shots
Just a
against the
second.
Robo-Russians, while debris and bullets slowly inch through the air in a sea of total awesome.
It's okay, just a second. I'll be right back. BRB. I'm back. Don't worry. Hold on. Okay, everything. We're just rearranging. Okay, we're back. Luke getting robbed, no big deal.
Vanquish also lets players upgrade their weapons as they go. Upgrading a weapon improves its maximum ammo capacity, and it can also increase its attacking power. This gives players something great to work towards besides a high score, so they can hunt down their favorite weapons and max out their stats. Another great thing about Vanquish are the set pieces that hold all the action. You'll be controlling Sam on giant hills, moving trains, crumbling roads, and more. The amount of stuff going on at one time on screen is truly amazing, and it's one of Vanquish's strongest parts. But Vanquish has a few problems. There's a pretty harsh learning curve here, which is obvious when you face the very first boss and he kicks in your throat. This is something you can get used to, of course, but I was more concerned with the game's plotline and character development. There's very little story here to enjoy, and the characters don't really grow over the course of the action. I say this game needed more badass girls, but that's just me.
Simp.
Even though the story and heroes of Vanquish lack the same level of polish as the rest of the experience, the combat in this shooter will keep gamers thoroughly entertained from start to finish. And if the action gets too intense, you can always stare lovingly at Sam's suit. It's really pretty cool. For more on Vanquish, don't forget to hit up IGN.com.
Yeah, there were a lot of those games back in like the the early 2010s, which had pretty interesting concepts and tried to do their own thing, but I think they just got flooded out. Like, they just never really stood a chance.
For one thing, ambient occlusion has been
They
added.
brought it to Steam.
The effect itself is rather limited.
You can really appreciate the resolution upgrade. Somebody was saying it looks blurry. It really does.
You can cycle between the 4 different quality settings here as well, though again, the impact is minimal. Motion blur also uses more samples here on the PC, producing a smoother looking effect. You can even disable LODs altogether, forcing the game to show greater detail at a distance, visible in scenes such as this. Notice how the structure details sort of pop in and out of low and high detail based on proximity on PlayStation 3, while on PC it remains completely stable no matter how far you are from the structure.
PC players being spoiled again.
Stems from its shadows. It's possible to greatly increase shadow resolution here on the PC, though the shadows themselves are rendered somewhat differently. The console implementation is heavily filtered, which helps hide the artifacts, but on PC, shadows appear razor sharp in comparison. And of course, for those curious, Here's how the various settings compare on PC. How about that low setting, huh?
Yeah, look at that. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah, just no line of this. Yeah, there's just no LODs at all.
The rest of the options menu, though, isn't really all that interesting. You can adjust texture filtering, toggle motion blur, select from a full set of resolutions, and opt for one of several anti-aliasing choices, and really that's about it. Speaking of anti-aliasing, you basically get what is referred to as Edge AA in addition to FXAA. Not a lot of options to be sure, but this is likely due to the engine. While Vanquish is at its core based on Bayonetta's codebase, the team did switch over to a deferred renderer for this title, which often presents issues when tackling anti-aliasing. Oh, and just for good measure, the game includes 3 presets, low, normal, and high, and this is how they stack up. We'll take a look at how these impact performance a little bit later.
It's always just really impressed me how they can scale these things. It's just cool. It's just cool to me. Looking like Minecraft shadows, yeah, for real. Let's see. Yeah, 2010s were the fake Iron Man protagonist era for video games. It is funny how, like, every few years there's the new meta where every game seems to be trying to do that. Like, we've started seeing, we saw for like a few years, it was all kind of, every game was trying to do the Last of Us style thing, and then they moved in and they tried to all do like zombies, and zombie games were everywhere, whether it was Days Gone or whatever. And then we saw, I don't know what you'd say like the current trend is, because right now it just feels like every major release is just a sequel. Yeah, exactly, or a remake. Yeah. But okay, Vanquish. Yeah, I do like these shooters that have the huge set pieces and crazy stuff happening on screen. I can appreciate that. $5, hard to say no. Hard to say no. Okay, so now our tally: Detroit, Deep Rock Galactic, Fallout, New Vegas, Fallout 3, Dead Island, Prince of Persia Collection, Binary Domain, Yakuza 0, South Park Fractured Butthole DLC, Max Payne, Brutal Legend, Metal Gear Solid 5, Return to Monkey Island, Judgment, and Vanquish. I think that's a good haul. Right? Does that feel excessive? Bulletstorm? Oh yeah, you've been asking Bulletstorm. Hold on. I need to see it to see if I recognize it. Bulletstorm. Is this it? Bulletstorm.
At first glance, Bulletstorm comes off as the douchiest thing around. With all its obnoxious dick
What a way to open your video. The douchiest thing around.
jokes, toilet humor, and in-your-face bravado, Bulletstorm seems like it's compensating for something. It's a surprise then that Bulletstorm is actually kinda special. It's brash and rude, but Bulletstorm ends up a violently charming popcorn shooter. It helps that Bulletstorm looks great, full of the kinds of color and vibrance we don't see much in Unreal Engine 3 games. There's some fantastic lighting and huge set pieces that establish the world of Stygia as a resort planet gone wrong. In case that weren't obvious, from the giant man-eating plants and cannibal gangs roving the landscape, the constant screams of them being butchered should convince you.
Someone's cooking this stuff? Unbelievable.
Then there are the set pieces. Bulletstorm constantly aims to impress with enormous enemies and scenes of destruction, and it succeeds. This might be the title holder for biggest wheel of death in a video game. Meanwhile, some great orchestral music is punctuated by dialogue that will probably be love it or hate it.
I'm not interested in quantifying how much abuse your ass is built for.
If you can accept it for the tongue-in-cheek humor that it is, punctuated by self-referential bromance and disbelief at lines like, "I'll kill your dick," then you'll probably have a lot of fun. Otherwise, maybe you'll want to turn the volume down.
You want to make out? Just two gruff, military-hardened dudes sitting in an elevator, snuggling out their woes in a totally hetero way.
The story has some standard revenge cliches, but the character relationships are actually interesting. Watching a main character that acknowledges how much blood he has on his hands and his quest to do one good thing really works. Unfortunately, the ending is a cheesy exercise in sequel bait, and the game suffers for it.
You scared the dick off me!
Bulletstorm's kill with skill mechanic revolves around an energy whip called the leash and, well, your foot up people's asses. Using the leash, or a standing or sliding kick, you'll knock enemies into the air in slow motion. From there, you'll kick, shoot, or direct them into various means of disposal. From the classic exploding barrel to heavy metal cacti to level-specific areas of unfortunate demise, half the fun in Bulletstorm is figuring out how you want your enemies to die. Bulletstorm mixes it up with different enemy types that might be immune to your leash or your kick, etc. Still, Bulletstorm can get a little tedious here and there. It runs out of new tricks and instead goes the OMG look at all the bad guys coming for you route. Echoes mode, where you'll play through chunks of levels as fast as you can for as high a score as possible, is cool enough. The kill cool, kill fast motif has its charms, but without the story, the bits of gameplay lose some of their charm. It really made me wish that leaderboard scoring was in the campaign itself. There's also no competitive multiplayer in Bulletstorm. Instead, you get Anarchy mode. Anarchy sees 4 players forced to work together to kill waves of enemies for enough skill points to advance to the next wave. It's cool in theory, but the waves of enemies start to blur together and several team skill shots just don't seem to work like they should.
Rise and shine, birthday bear!
Multiplayer failings notwithstanding, Bulletstorm shines as a single-player shooter. Despite its crass humor and wang-flinging bravado, it's got some real character and heart to it. I'm not happy about the story's sequel-bait belly flop of an ending, but I'm excited to see where it and Bulletstorm go next. For more on Bulletstorm, check out IGN.com.
Did they ever do anything with it? With a sequel? Or did it just kind of get buried? Full clip edition. Nope, they remastered it, but that's it. I think this is the remastered version. It's so sucky when that happens. Like, they have a chance to really put out a solid... Like, I think there's a way to make a good story that doesn't rely on a sequel to tie things together. Like, you can even leave it on a cliffhanger, and it can still be very satisfying and like really cool. Like the original Last of Us, that was technically a cliffhanger that they ended it on, and it sort of set it up for a sequel, I guess. But it was a cliffhanger. They left some of the last dialogue unsaid, and it was great. I don't know. Yeah, there's about 4,000 hours there. Yeah, for real, dude. Detroit, I expect, will be one of my guilty pleasure games. I'll go back through that whenever I feel the urge. Deep Rock. Should I go through here and be like a little more selective? Because you're right. This is like 4,000 hours of stuff. Like, okay. Bulletstorm, I'm interested. Vanquish, I'm interested. Judgment, I'm interested. $30 is steep, but I'm interested. Monkey Island, that actually does look legitimately like pretty fun. Metal Gear Solid 5 for $750. That seems like a steal. Brutal Legend, I'm very interested in that. Max Payne bundle. Is Max Payne on Xbox Game Pass? I think it is. Do I actually need that? Maybe. Maybe not. Apparently not. Okay. The DLC for South Park, I'll get around to it eventually. Yakuza 0. Okay. Monkey Island's on Game Pass. Oh. It is. Okay, so we can kick that off the list because we have it here. Okay. I mean, that right there is $20. Yakuza 0 is on Game Pass as well. So I'll do that, both of the Yakuza that and then Yakuza Like a Dragon through Game Pass. Binary Domain. I'm intrigued. I'm not sure if I'm full on interested as much as like Bulletstorm and Vanquish, but you know, it's interesting. I think Bulletstorm will just be like raw, raucous fun. You know? Just with the dialogue being so ridiculous, but you know, we'll do that. Prince of Persia, probably end up playing it for some videos. Dead Island, I need this because we're gonna have the sequel coming out and I gotta get some footage collected and probably play through this, to be honest. Fallout 3 Game of the Year Edition, it's just something I've been meaning to get and it's on sale. Same with Fallout New Vegas, been meaning to get it on Steam, so it just makes sense. Deep Rock Galactic, you guys said that you'll riot if I don't. Do I actually need Detroit on PC? I'm trying to be a responsible adult here. I don't really need it. You're right. I have it on PlayStation. And I have a PS5 right here. I don't need another $20 copy of it. You're right. You're right. So now we're looking at all of this for $100. Not the worst thing ever. Deep Rock is on Game Pass? What? Oh. Oh. Of course, Caleb plays it. He'd probably play that with me. Of course, because it's dwarves. He loves that stuff. Huh. 57 hours, 111 hours. Okay. Crisis Remaster? Well, it's on Game Pass. Like, I know maybe it's sacrilege to play a game on Game Pass and not on Steam, but like, if it's on Game Pass and it has xCloud, like, it just works amazing. What was it? You just asked me to look. I just totally blanked. Oh, Crisis. Crisis 3, Crisis Remastered. 50% off. I don't know if I care that much. Oh, it's also on Game Pass. Again, Game Pass built different. Let's see, Maui Mallard. In Cold Shadow. 1996, Disney Interactive. Wow. Did you guys ever play the Pajama Sam games? Pajama Sam. You are what you eat. You are what you eat.
Dinner spoiling days.
Oh, the audio.
Pajama Sam is on his way.
Oh, dude, I played the crap out of this as a little kid. Oh, dude, it's such a throwback. We looked it up on stream one day. It was like, it was a thing commissioned by like one of those health food companies. They hired them in to like make a game on healthy eating and to pitch their cereals and stuff. It's like kind of ridiculous, but dude, I played the crap out of those. Oh, I don't think I have Portal. Yeah, I don't think I have either Portal game.
Welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center. Let's look at some of the challenges you'll face as a test participant. You may be required to perform simple tasks, such as locating an exit. These simple tasks may be supplemented with insurmountable obstacles. Thanks to the Aperture Science handheld portal device, the impossible is easy. Let's look at a real-world example. Certain objects may be vital to your success. If at first you don't succeed, you fail, and the test will be terminated. When stuck, remember our motto: there's a hole in the sky through which things can fly. At the Enrichment Center, we believe that a highly...
It's classic. Half-Life, I got all those.
Welcome to the Aperture Science. Welcome to the Aperture Science Enrichment Center.
Only $1. Okay. Let's see. Why is the I think it's beta footage, and then it's also like from 15 years ago. So it was probably recorded in like 540p, which was the highest that they could upload in. Half-Life at all? Yeah, I've got it in the or I've played a good amount of it. I haven't played through all of them. I was gonna do it for a critique, but it does the same thing to me that Doom does, where it makes me really motion sick, and I don't know why. Oh, Soul Reaver. You're saying this is the one? This is the one to go with? Look at that. Dude, or I don't think they have this on Steam. No. But what is Dante's Bullet Inferno? Oh. Oh. What else have these guys at? Red Pentagram Studios. Looks like the last game that those guys that did Abandon made. Classic. Classic. Okay, anything else? Last call. I think that's a good haul. I think that's pretty good. I think we're happy. One Finger Death Punch. One finger death. So it's just right or left mouse button. This seems like something speedrunners would have a ball with. 2008 stick figure fights. Yeah. That seems like something like some people get really, really, really into. I literally just got sent to the principal's office for playing this in class. That's awesome. That's awesome. Soma, I see you. I see you. I see you, Mohammed. It's okay. Soma. Soma's one of those games that has an amazing story and kind of crappy gameplay.
Everything that came before you, you are the universe manifesting itself.
I think it was Xbox I played it on. Maybe it was PlayStation. I don't remember.
That's a wonderful thing to be. But what a curious thing it is to be anything at all. There is no need to be concerned. You are always safe. Continue. Yes, what a curious thing to be aware of yourself. Looking out from inside your little box. You're okay. You're in a safe place. Nothing can hurt you here. Interesting. Do you feel empathy for this thing? Remember, you're in a safe place. Alright, let's try again. There is no need to be concerned. You are always safe.
It's trippy. It is very trippy. A little heavy for stream, probably. My biggest thing is like, it's great to like as a game to listen to, like, I think Joseph Anderson did a recap of the story. Like, listen to his recap of the story and analysis of it, and I think you'll get way more out of it than if you just, maybe not way more, but I think you'll get just enough out of it compared to what you would get if you played it yourself, you know. Black Mesa.
Transit system. Now arriving at Sector C test lab.
Morning, Mr. Freeman. Looks like you're in the barrel today.
Welcome to the HEC mod.
Sustaining sequence. It's not shutting down.
Oh, this is like a Half-Life fan made or something. Oh, it's the remaster.
Military command. Soldiers have arrived. They're coming to rescue us.
We should probably wait a while. Let things die down a bit.
The alien species can't possibly all be hostile, can they?
Don't bet on it. You have any idea that we're working on this kind of stuff? You don't still think this is a drill,
You must get get to the Lambda Labs before it's too late.
Decisive man. It's time to choose.
Crowbar Collective. So is it official? It's not official through Valve? It's like a different spin-off thing? Is the fan-made reimagining of Valve's software Half-Life. Huh. I mean, I'm down to do that. Maybe this one won't make me motion sick. I mean, I would love to do it. Yeah. The music just made me have an epiphany. Good. Good. It's about time. These are random things I've added. Is there anything else in here that we need? Ooh, Plague Doctor. I didn't realize this released already, but it's getting very positive reviews. I just thought it looked interesting. That's the whole trailer? Okay, well. Guys, call me. We'll work on something. Okay, here we go. I don't know. I saw it in first. I mean, I added it to my wish list, so something about it caught my eye. I don't know. I don't know. Guys, call me. We gotta get your trailers fixed up. Check this out. It's funny. The Lost Oregon City Gold. Is that a game? The Lost Oregon City Gold.
Let's go find that gold. Explore Oregon City. Search historical sites. Solve puzzles. And find pioneer gold. The Lost Oregon City Gold. Find it on Steam and itch.io.
Huh. I mean, that's kind of adorable. It's like a game he made with his kids or something. I mean, that's pretty cute. It's pretty adorable. Money quarter rich. That's huh. That's pretty adorable. Oh, a rock. It's a franchise, or that's just the publisher? Or are these? This looks like all the games he's made.
Do you want a boyfriend for Christmas? Forget those other guys. You should date Santa Claus. Introducing Too Many Santas, a visual novel where you get to date 6 Santas, including Sexy Santa, Sassy Santa, Sleepy Santa, Sad Santa, Saintly Santa, and Secret Santa. Too Many Santas is your Christmas wish come true. Buy it on Steam and itch.io.
Huh. That's funny. Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. Is that Map Pack? Kind of seems like it. How many you reckon he churns out? I don't. There's a lot here. Okay, maybe not a ton, but The Beard in the Mirror. This one is a little higher effort. This one has like actual little animations.
Oh, a rock. Your dad's weird friend's computer. Huh. Okay, well, this guy's a savant. Huh. Finally, games that aren't remakes. Dude, for real. "12 curators have reviewed this." Huh. Well, there, you know what? There's always some gems buried in Steam. You just got to go looking for them. You got to find them. This one was just a game about Bigfoot that I saved. Oh my god. Sorry, headphone users. I'm also deaf. We're in this together. Okay. Audio balancing. Not that great. So it's like, what is that game? Dead by Daylight, I think? It's like that, but this with Bigfoot. That got so loud so quick. That was crazy. Okay. They got the big boy budget on this one. Honestly, pretty good haul. Pretty good haul, if I'm being real. After trimming a couple of games out, we're down from 140 down to like $103, which for all the stuff we got, I think is pretty decent. And there's a crap ton of stuff on here that I think we'll play on stream, which I think will be good. I tried a new single player survival zombie game this month. It's called Undying. Got a really solid foundation. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know that one. My little brother Eli introduced me to it. Judgment Alone is stream worthy. I think it'll be interesting. Like, there's been a lot of games where I've thought like, oh, people will love this on stream, and then we try playing it and like nobody shows up. So I am down to experiment and try. The one I'm weirdly excited for is Brutal Legend. That one I'm actually really pumped for. Brutal Legend, I think Bulletstorm will be fun. Prince of Persia will probably get some turnout, but we'll see. Oh yeah, David. Oh yeah. All day, every day. Detective games are always great because of chat dishonesty. Oh yeah, you never know if they're telling you the truth or not. That's part of the fun. Let's see. Mass Effect, yes, Herobrine, I do have the Mass Effect whatever Ultimate Collection with all of them. They're just massive games. They're massive. So I am slowly chugging through them in my spare time. Prototype, I have to call it at some point. Otherwise, like I'm gonna go broke. Hold on. Prototype. This. Old school Activision. So it's similar to Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. We can revisit it. How about that? We'll revisit it once we've finished all 15 of these games. And the ones we had to get rid of because they were available on Game Pass, like Monkey Island and Yakuza and those games. So in the meantime, we'll just do this. But okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to purchase these, and then I'm going to start downloading. If I start downloading them right now, the stream is going to crash. So I think we'll call it there. We've been going about 4 hours. That's a good long streamy stream. You know, time flies when you start casually browsing Steam autumn sales. It's wild. It's crazy. Thank you all for coming out. Thanks to everybody for joining me. I appreciate all of you. If you have not seen the video that went up today, go check it out on the main channel on Battlefront 2. Go see that. And if you're not subscribed to this stream channel, live channel, make sure to do that. We're going to pass 10,000 subs by the end of the year, I think. So make sure you're one of the first 10,000, one of the OGs. So make sure you're in there. Also, if you want to throw a membership, never feel obligated. But if you do, you will get invited to the member-only streams later this week, where we'll be playing games with members of the chat and members of the channel that are in that stream. So if that sounds interesting, maybe consider it. But with that, I'm going to go hang out with the little Mr. Man, the little baby, and with the missus. I love all of you dearly. Get some rest. Hopefully you're having a good Monday. I will see you Wednesday. for whatever I decide to do on Wednesday. Maybe one of these games. Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Much love, everybody. I will see you on the next one. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.